Alright, yins guys, I'm gonna begin this video by telling you about an old song from the Doobie Brothers. I don't know if any yins guys who heard the Doobie Brothers before. They did an old song, Jesus is alright with me, I don't care what people say. And it's a song I support, despite everything I say about religion on these videos. I believe that Jesus didn't do nothing to me. And hey, I'm not bashing Jesus. Jesus is not the problem. Hey, he didn't do nothing to me. But I talk about all the people out there that are the ones making out like bandits, making all the money, the very heavily funded groups, who some of them are Zionists for their own benefit. And I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm simply saying that people are using Zionism and exploiting it for their own purposes. So I am not going to cave in to those people that want you to, every time you say something, they want you to say, they're going to say to you, shut up, Satanist, or shut up, you anti-Semitic, to make you scared to go out there and tell the truth and tell people about what's going on. But anyway, I'm also going to tell you a few things about technology and how the heavily funded religious groups, they want to dumb people down. There ain't a thing wrong with reading the scriptures if you truly want to do what Jesus wants. Because after all, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, and he knocked down the tables of money changers, and he did a lot of good things caring about the poor. And I'm not here to evangelize. I'm hoping that there's maybe even some atheists over here that are watching this who are going to see what I'm trying to say and know what the political and financial hold that these groups actually have over people, how they want to dumb them down. And I want to talk about the technology a little bit and some of the other kind of shows we've seen that where people did with fancy lighting. And if you bear with me a little bit, I want to tell you what I'm getting at. If any of yins guys like me who ever went to these places, I don't know whether it's Six Flags or whatever you call it, or I went to way back when SeaWorld had their little shows, and I even went to a place called Cedar Point, the amusement park, and in the night there was a little fireworks show and you had these shows, right? And some of them, how you can, there's projectors and different kind of tricks you can shine these things on clouds in the sky. But these shows, they had maybe mists of water spraying up in that show pictures of different things animated, projected right on the mist and the water, like, spray water in the air, or you can even shine these projectors on clouds. We don't know it's used for entertainment purposes. We have these different kind of things that are used. But imagine, some of you may laugh your asses off at me or even get mad and say it, but I know some of you know better, that you're going to agree with me here. These items, and combine them with speakers, and we'll take people in other countries that are maybe less literate or so caught up in miracles that they want to see happen because they're in the scriptures and they're being dumbed down by these evangelizers like Perry Stone and Benny Hinn and all these ones out there. You can get people to believe if you dumb them down enough. And you're not like, if there's a lot of people out there that are not like me or some of yins guys out there that know about these little light shows and computer technology, satellite technology, and projectors you can shine on on the clouds in the sky, or you can shine them on maybe if it's like precipitation in the sky. You know how you got the fog or dew in the air, you can shine it on there and people will think like they're seeing spirits or some miracles of God or whatever. What you're seeing, reading in these book of Revelations, if you want to believe it, even if you're an atheist and want to believe it, there's people that want to eventually egg the stuff on, and I can see this coming. They want to create a fake Jesus. It's not going to be a real Jesus. When even some of the Christians out there that I've sort of were friends with that kind of agreed with some of the stuff I'm saying, like some really nice ones that I met, they even believe that literally this Antichrist is going to be a guy that's going to pretend to be Jesus, you know, at first, and there's going to be a lot of Christians that are going to get fooled, and there's even going to be a guy that'll pretend to die and raise from the dead and pretend to do miracles. And if you really want, and some people without a trained eye can actually believe miracles happen, and all it is magic tricks. All it's going to be is magic tricks. And you notice that the people, you know that they're going to start that crap. Use technology and use these tricks. All these magic tricks. And they're preparing for it already by getting a lot of these Christians and people to believe that when Jesus comes, they're going to be in the army of God, and they're going to be right there with them to fight against and kill all the evildoers. So go figure. Yeah, and just like Alex Jones and everybody says, you got people from both sides. You got the Christian elites, and then you got the non-religious elites, and then you got the Zionist ones who, unlike a common Jew, I'm not anti-Semitic, that are heavily funded there, and people that are not Jews. There's a couple different people competing for this New World Order, and there's so many different ones out there doing it. And then one wants to use the other, and then get them to do the job, get the other guys to do the job for them, and then where the other ones go want to take over and snatch the power for them. That's basically what's happening. Then you got other people out there that have all these religions. They believe some of them actually want all the religions to be separate, you know, to keep the chaos going, because they don't want it to turn into one religion. You know, there are some of you New World Order observers or New World Order watchers and Alex Jones fans might be missing the fact that there's actually other groups out there that think they can win by stopping this new order, by encouraging everybody to have their own religion, because they don't want like anything that's Unitarian in heart or anything like that, like the Unitarians are, because they're afraid that can be pave the way for a one world order. There's people out there that, hey, if they want to, there's people out there that would like to create a couple other religions, maybe put an idol up and have a bunch of people worship a Pokemon doll or some crap, or, you know, just throw a few more out there, you know, to prevent a monopoly. Because a New World Order, some people do regard it as a monopoly, that one group takes over and that's how it all goes, and then the one will be forcing its will on everybody else. So there's a couple different ways to look at it. And I don't want to look like I'm talking too much on my ass here, but if you guys want to elaborate on and do a video response, fine, but I'm not talking on my ass. I'm just trying to get as much as I can into one video and hit a couple points, and then decide if I'm going to make another video and try to keep it from being a part 2 or part 3. But there's just so much in this. Just like they said in a Black Sabbath song, Ozzy was in Black Sabbath, too much in the truth, they say, keep it till another day, you know. But there's so much in it, you know. I mean, they're all competing, and they're all competing for a new world order, people on different levels, and there's people that are trying to stop a new world order they're trying to stop the new world order by keeping people separate in their religions to prevent a monopoly. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So till next time.